it's a unifying force on the side of libertarianism and classical liberalism and the independents out there that, and the right and the left, that don't look at people as their group. They don't look at them as their immutable characteristics. They look at them as individuals, each of them with their own individual and social duty. So, good intentions, great intentions, wonderful intentions. Egalitarianism. We want to help everybody. We want to give a fair chance at the free market. Equity, equality. We want a just world where everybody is treated with dignity and respect from life until death, and in death. Social justice. A modern religion for those seeking to enact real-world moralism, seeking moral virtue, and trying to make life better for all humankind. Intersectionality, which, again, you're splitting people up into groups. You're using collectivist ideology. You're using this oppressor-oppressed sort of framing of our entire race. And you're looking at groups that are oppressed or oppressors and trying to assign power, trying to look at the world as power over any other form of character, flaws, merit, anything else. It's all about how much power that person has. But what is power? What defines the power? And that's where you can assign meaning. You can give things definitions. And you can get into some serious identity politics as you try to restore. As you're trying to restore with the intersectionality, a sense of justice and virtue to the world, where everybody is free and everybody has peace and everybody has a choice. This is a beautiful thing. But you're dividing them up to do it. You're dividing them by their identity, by their race, by their sex, by their gender, by their country, by their religion, by their creed, by their skin tone, by all these things. Some of them can be changed, but others are immutable. So we're going down a road here, and we're going into a place called weaponized otherism. And that's what you're doing when you weaponize otherism in an altruistic manner. It's altruistic otherism. And unfortunately, some of us can't stand for any otherism. Now, I'm not talking about in general, okay? Because we're all a little otherist. We're all a little bit racist. We're all a little bit sexist because of something called in-group preference. We always prefer our in-group. Very seldom, if ever, you'll have to look at studies on out-group, but we prefer the in-group. It's just a natural course of how our biology is designed, how our nature is designed. So we have that, but we don't We don't want to try to stomp out the other. We don't want to get tribal and stomp out the other. We want to embrace the other. We want to give, but we want to treat everybody. We don't want to look at them by their group. We want to look at them by their individual merit. We want to look at them by their character and by their flaws and by just what they provide, what they do, what their actions are, what they have presented, and what they've chosen to share. That seems pretty simple. Or you can just look at somebody and say, you're privileged, or you're a victim, fall into this victim mentality. That's what they do. You create villains and victims, and then you guilt groups that are in the oppressor class, the upper class. You've classed as this privileged group. Now, some of them on an individual level may be privileged. Okay? But I believe there are boundaries to the effectiveness, to the utility of altruistic otherism. And good intentions or not, I only have one question. Where are we going with this? With our good intentions, where are we going with this? We're going straight to hell.